what was it about your performance that led you to this result? Because if we're being honest, before this game, you weren't good at the Emirates. You weren't keeping clean sheets. Your record against City was poor. Yes, you had your starting back five and Declan Rice, but you were missing your main attacking threat. Martinelli just coming back to full fitness, and you beat City 1-0. What happened?
The players finally stop chucking the ball into their own net, fam. You see how well we do here when we're not giving City easy goals, fam. Like, cast your man back here to like what 2020. Arteta more or less has gotten his game plan spotted against Man City, apart from us being poor defensively or
He
giving
didn't
them
get
a
his
cheap
he
goal.
didn't get his game plan spot on last season.
No, no. The what at the Etihad last season, he set us up to fail. At home last season, game plan was fine, but we were immature in both boxes. We're inefficient. We got punished. Today was more about control the performance and just get out of the result. Today was a much more mature performance from Arsenal. Game plan was spot on. The only difference is that the players actually execute the game plan really well, yeah, and defended well from minute 1 to 90. Obviously, the first 15 minutes were shaky, but outside that, we were solid. City only had 4 shots all game, three in the first half, one in the
What
second
in the
half.
second half? Second half, they were toothless.
Like, it was complete lockdown. And that's what was actually this is our best performance at home under Arteta, my honest opinion. It was a mature performance. Didn't give City a sniff apart from the first 15 minutes. Didn't give them a sniff. And that's that performance that I need going forward between now and May. If they've shown it that they can do it against City, they must do it against other teams in the league, home and away.
Well, that remains to be seen because we've seen teams beat City and revert back to type. So this needs to be the norm for
Yeah,
moving forward.
yeah.
And I feel like for this to be the norm, Saliba, Gabriel, Declan Rice, Gary Neville said it after the game, and I fully agree with him. You guys will be in good stead if you have those three players playing week in, week out, and then Partey fit for the vast majority of the season. Because you saw the massive difference those two made. Last season, okay, fair enough. Saliba didn't have the greatest of games in at the Emirates, but then when you play them at the Etihad, I'm not saying it's an excuse because your performance was still diabolical. You didn't have Saliba playing. Thomas Partey was playing immaturely. Now you have Saliba, Gabriel, who arguably best centre back partnership in the Premier League, arguably in terms of like partnership that starts week in, week out.
Right now, yeah.
And then you have Declan Rice, who, look, I still have my thoughts on him on the ball, but that does not matter because he's a fantastic midfielder and he has shown it in every big game. Yesterday, he was controlling that midfield in terms of off the ball movements throughout the whole game. He was not giving City an inch. Yes, you can talk about City's midfield, but I think if you have those three players moving forward, you stand a chance. And it's very different to what we were saying 2 weeks ago. But Arsenal did what you have been asking them to do, boring performances. You want people to tune into Arsenal games and get bored. I was bored. Everyone that watched that was bored, but you were probably happy because
Oh,
this was
I was enjoying it, fam. I was like, this is a lovely game. Lovely game. None of this end-to-end bullshit, blood pressure football, heavy metal, fam. Like, people to understand it. We're not Liverpool. We're not even Liverpool. The drugs you man were on, yeah, we don't have that supply, fam. Secondly, secondly,
bro,
yeah,
we need a re up, bro. We need a re up bad.
secondly, yeah, you man had peak Firmino, Salah, Mane. You got Allison, arguably the best ever Premier League keeper ever, fam. You had a
In my
midfield of
in my opinion, he's the best ever.
Oh yeah, for me, he's the
Is
best. I said arguably to placate the nostalgia merchant son.
he's up there with Peter Cech in our lifetime. I
Yeah,
don't like Michael, so I can't put him there. But
yeah. Like you guys had Pete Fabinho before his legs went. Hendo before he became completely useless. Ronaldo.
Ronaldo,
Like so, you guys could gas my City here and make it a beautiful game and still win. We ain't got that, fam. Like we have a different philosophy. We're here trying to slow the game down,
control
control
every
you,
aspect of the game.
fam. That's our gist, fam. We'll never be as beautiful as Liverpool, fam. Even Liverpool, when you guys finally won the league, you guys became boring as well, fam. So people just
Needed. It's
like
it's it's a part of the process, and it's
life,
look,
fam.
and that's what like yesterday's win could be significant. I'm not going to say it is
No,
significant.
no,
It
we
could be
have to prove that in the
significant
next
if you
five
react
games to
well.
show it.
If you react well from it. But
Yeah,
one performance I want to talk about, I alluded to it. This Saliba game, there was. I'm not saying it's of the same magnitude, but there was a game when we beat Spurs 2-1 when they scored that last minute own goal. And Van Dijk was just defending like a mountain. And even though people knew it before, but I feel like that was the day that like everyone just like, yeah, this guy is a freak of nature, one of the best centre backs in the world we've seen. Saliba yesterday, bro, I'm not gonna lie. it's as if he wants to become the best centre back in the Premier League, and he's like, I'm gonna take that spot. And what he did to Haaland yesterday, that was bullying.
And that wasn't the first time you were from.
The first time was in the FA Cup, but this is the first time in the what's it called in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Last season they didn't bully him, but today
I'm talking about the commission as well. Commission, yeah, Haaland have a sniff, 0 shots, and again yesterday 0 shots.
Nah, it looks like Haaland might take that personally. But chat to me about Saliba because bro, yesterday he was a man mountain.
And so bear in mind he was playing on painkillers. He has a broken toe.
That doesn't surprise me. I know a lot of players have done that in the past. We ain't gonna gas that, but what do you think of his performance?
What class performance, man? Like also people don't forget, like Gabriel did his thing as well. From like both,
of course, Gabriel did his thing.
Like Haaland couldn't go on to Gabriel like last season and get joy from. Both of them locked him down, bro. He had no joy. You couldn't do the old switcheroo. Okay, I'm not getting luck here. Let me go bully the weaker defender. Nah, fam. He got locked up. He was in a Saliba and Gabriel penitentiary, fam. Locked up, bro. Handcuffs and all, fam. 0 shots, 0 XG. He had to hold it. That's why I thought him was rattled, fam. Carl, before the game, yeah, he was one of the guys talking the most. Like Arsenal, anything, bro. Like, he can hold that.
Do you think this performances from certain players like Saliba and the win have made City respect you more? Or do you think they're going to revert back to type?
We have to smack them up at Etihad for them to respect us, but when they have KDB and Rodri, that's when the City won't respect us. Yeah, when we slap them when they're at full strength, and that has to happen. Yeah, come end of March at the Etihad. I'm talking both teams full strength. None of this injuries. No. Both teams full strength, machine for machine, and we smack them up. That's when they'll respect us, fam. Till then, yeah, they're brushing off like, oh, it was a one-off. Look how Rico Lewis was acting, fam. Oh, it was a one-off, man. We're still champions. Calm. So losers, fam. But
every good team are so losers.
I know, Hondo, fam. Invincibles were so losers, fam. Like Henry was a so loser, fam. Like it is what it is, fam. But what I'm saying is, yeah, they were just one game. It ain't gonna erase the last 12 games of disgrace, and shamefulness, fam. It's gonna take a lot more than that. So
that's a good point. To be fair,
yeah, fam, it's a step in the right direction. That's what I will say. It's a step in the right direction. But the next step for Arsenal is away from home. It hasn't been our problem. It's just at home.
It's at home.
Yeah, so away games, I know that we're going to turn up, make it as boring as possible, and control the game. The challenge between now until we face Liverpool is to win every bloody game, bruv.
Which banana skins do you potentially have between Chelsea and Liverpool?
Newcastle away. Outside that, yeah, everything else we're guaranteed W, fam. I'm sorry, Chelsea, yeah. If Arsenal win their title, you have to win at Stamford Bridge, fam. Like, especially how we drop points against Fulham and Spurs. We have to win at Stamford Bridge.
You have West Ham away as well. That won't be easy. And Brentford. I think you'll win those 3 games, but they won't be easy games. You also have Villa away and Brighton at home. I'm not saying that they're difficult games and you're going to lose, but they're games that if you didn't get a result, it's a possibility.
Oh yeah, but only if we don't play well. As I said, if Arsenal play well,
But I think it's the same for every top team, though. If City play well, they'll win the vast majority.
No, that's what I mean. And if we win the title and City your hours, you have to play well every fucking game. Like, that's the level.
I wouldn't say you have to play well every game. You have to get a result in every game. So you need to find a way.
It goes hand in hand because
you need to find a way to get a result even when you're not playing well as well.
I started the season, yeah, that's what we've been doing, but I need performances now. Not gonna lie, after international break, and I need performances every game, back to back. I'm talking 8 out of 10s minimum, back to back.
Then you
start the season.
Then you need your whole squad then. Because bro, then you need your whole squad then, because you have to remember you're also playing Champions League now. You're playing Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday. Oh, yeah. So you need your whole squad for your performances to be 8 out of 10 every
play. Yeah, Hondo, but after international break here, the only player we're missing is Timber. So that's why I said kick on. Start going that run. Because this season the most games run in a row is 3. You need to go on that 5 game, 7 game, 8 game, 10 game running run. Because I reckon I'm set to 7 games in a row. You need to try and beat that.
You got 8 the season before. Between when you lost to City and when you lost to Liverpool, you had an 8-game winning streak.
No, it was 7 wins out of 9.
Now it was
7 out of 9.
It was 7 out of 9. Okay, wow.
It was 7 out of 9. We didn't go 7 in a row. We had a bad result. Then we won a couple. Basically that season the most one in a row was 5, and that was record before we had the 7 in a row last season. So yeah, after international break, I'm expecting uptick in performances. performances between since the start of the season has been satisfactory at most, at best satisfactory. But we've been getting results. That's fair enough. But after international break here, we're approaching a third of the season being played. Performances need to start coming in tandem with the results. And we cannot afford to be going to this upcoming third of the season year still doing what we're doing pre-City, fam.
But then your players need to step up.
Right.
Havertz needs to step up. Vieira needs to step up. Nketiah needs to step up.
You see Nketiah, yeah, last cause. He's
no, but the thing is, you say lost cause, but bro, I don't think you understand. You're saying that you won 8 out of 10 in every Premier League game. I just mentioned 5 games before Liverpool that it will be hard to get 8 out of 10 performances in those games. And if you're playing Wednesday, Saturday, you need your fringe players to either play on the Wednesday, which I think is a bit ludicrous because it's Champions League, or to come on for the last 30 minutes and do a job.
Like these some appearances is fine, bro. Starting, I don't expect him to start. But as I said, our main core is back, well rested. Saka's missing international break. Martinelli's missing international break. Saliba's missing international break. So come back, hit the ground running. I need performances. Away hasn't been the problem. It's at home that they need to buckle up ideas, starting with Sheffield United. Sheffield United is our first home game after international break. I want a statement win there from stat passage. Those type of games that you used to, boost the goal difference, man.
Yeah, boost the goal difference, boost the confidence.
Yeah. So starting Sheffield United after international break, that's what I want to see. Maturity from it.